road thing.
Well, we had an ordinance about the no truck traffic there at South Whitley. We talked about it a few months ago.
About putting a sign up, wasn't it?
Yeah, just putting a couple signs up.
Yeah, not an ordinance.
But we had to do something. You have to do an ordinance to put signs up.
Well, if we do an ordinance, we can't, how are we gonna enforce it?
Well, we
At
can,
least
but
that's what
it's psychological.
Well, I hope you're right. I mean,
They're gonna talk to South Whitley Police Department in the
Okay, I'd like to welcome everyone to our Monday, December 16th, 2019 meeting of the Whitley County Board of Commissioners. And we'll start our meeting with the Pledge of Allegiance. I pledge allegiance
to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all.
Okay, first on the agenda, we have our attorney, Matt Shipman.
I don't have anything to report today other than for purposes of anyone who's in the audience, we are going to have a sewer meeting tomorrow night at the normal time and place. So just so I don't get asked that question later. Unless you guys have any questions for me.
Okay.
No,
Okay.
not unless you found that.
I'm going to look and
All right,
circle
thank
back
you.
to me. Yep.
Okay, thank you, Matt.
Yep, no problem.
Next on the agenda, we have a Columbia City FFA Livestock Judging Team Proclamation. And we'd like to have the team come up towards us, and we'd like to present a proclamation for the team if we could. Can you explain a little bit about why we're having the proclamation here?
well, we're having the proclamation because this is an outstanding group of people right here. Normally, they're outstanding in their fields, but... So that's the best I could do. That's the best I could come up with.
I was waiting for the drum roll on that.
Yeah. Let's go on up here.
Yeah. Okay.
Whereas the Board of Commissioners of Whitley County, Indiana is the executive and legislative body for Whitley County, and whereas we recognize agriculture not only as a part of our rich heritage, but also a valued characteristic that continues to define us as a community today, and whereas the National FFA organization is a dynamic youth organization that changes lives and prepares members for premier leadership, personal growth, and career success through agricultural education. And
the Livestock Evaluation Career Development Event, CDE, offers students the opportunity to work within teams to rank breeding and market classes of beef, sheep, market goats, and swine, and then give oral reasons to defend their decisions. Students participating in the CDE make accurate and logical observations of livestock, decide on the desirable traits in marketing and breeding livestock, and select and market livestock that will satisfy consumer demands and provide increased economic returns to the producers. And whereas the Columbia City FFA chapter competed in the National FFA Convention in October 2019 with great success. The team of Devin Baker, Grace Schrader, Maddie Schrader, and Dylan Sheese were each presented with individual awards and won the national champion team title by 95 points, which is unheard of at a national contest. The team was coached by Greg Rupert and Jacqueline Wersler.
Now therefore, we, the Board of Commissioners of Whitley County, with great honor, would like to recognize and congratulate the Columbia City FFA Livestock Judging Team on their exceptional success and thank them for representing the entire Whitley County community with pride. We want to thank you. Thank you very much. Congratulations, you guys did great. 95 points, unbelievable.
Here's some extra copies for the rest of your other teammates.
Good job.
Good job, everybody.
Good job.
On time.
Thank you.
I don't see that.
We've all got to be proud of them. Next on the agenda, we have Scott Wagner, weights and measurements, equipment cost.
Did everybody get the email with the, okay. As discussed earlier in this year, I said I would come back before the end of the year, discuss the purchases, make sure that we're still on board with.
Is your thing on?
Yes, it is.
Cool.
All right, sorry. To discuss the costs again, like I said in previous email, the truck is already in at City Ford, sitting out there. So I didn't know the process, and I imagine one of the commissioners will take care of that at the beginning of the year, or unless you want me to do that.
Looks like it's gonna take us. We can take care of it.
Okay.
Yeah.
Just
Yeah.
need to go sign the paperwork and then,
Mhm.
okay.
Okay.
But yeah,
Yep, it's ready to, it's.
I told
we
him we'd
just-
be there the first week of January to get
Okay,
it.
all right, you want me to go?
That'd be great.
Okay,
Yep.
okay,
You want to talk to Roy Roberts when you go there.
Yep. Yep.
And then-
I'll try to make an appointment to, because he's a busy guy, so I'll try to make sure he's gonna be there.
And then the second item was the waste manager's trailer that has the fuel dispensers on there. Gave you a total of $28,912, and that's subtracting the mileage or shipping cost. So I will be going out and getting that hopefully in the spring. They did give me an idea of like 90 to 120 days to build this. So if it's okay with you, I'll go ahead and order it. It'll be in the spring, and that will also line up a storage unit to keep this inside as well.
Great.
Okay,
If that's okay with everybody, I'll go ahead and do that now.
that's fine. And we should maybe tell our audience here, when you go to the gas station and you put the nozzle in your vehicle and you pull the lever, you expect it to give you the proper amount of gallons and the proper amount of price, the price and the gallons also. So you may not realize it, but this guy has to go to every gas station in Whitley County and make those checks. Now he's got a lot of things to do, so what we're doing is we're gonna get a better unit for him to go out. He's been hauling it in a little trailer, and now we're gonna get a regular trailer for that purpose, so, yeah, appreciate it.
Yeah, I think we need a motion. We've already approved that before.
Move it.
Yeah,
Okay,
but thank you.
I'll get out there first week.
sure. Did you also want to discuss the issue of the travel?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, we might as well. So you're going to, is this the
Travel for the
To get the trailer?
nursing conference.
oh, no, I don't think we need to do that
No.
right now.
Okay.
But the trailer itself, you're going to go pick up the trailer?
When they get it built,
Okay,
but I'll notify you before that happens and make sure that it's
Okay.
approved ahead of time in the new travel form and all that good stuff.
Okay.
Yep,
we're going to come up with a policy for that,
okay,
and that way everybody will know exactly what to do on it.
Shoot.
okay. I'll go ahead and get it ordered then.
Okay, thank you, Scott. Okay, next on the agenda, we have Linda Height Mills, Donatello's Village drain issues. Linda? Okay. Would you mind sitting in the chair here and letting us know your name and address, and then we'll...
Sure. It's Linda Height Mills, and the last name is Hite-Mills, and I'm at 5539 Donatello Drive. I'm the secretary for the Homeowners Association in Donatello's Village. I've done that for a little more than maybe 9 months, something like that. So I'm kind of new to the area, and I'm also new to the issue that I'm bringing to you. But I had some good history because we have some emails that have gone back and forth between Brandon Forrester at the engineering department and myself, and Kyle Mills is our president and secretary. He used to be the president and treasurer. He used to be the secretary. So back in May, it was like May 16th of 2018 is the first email that we had sent to the engineering department to let them know that we have storm drains in the neighborhood that are collapsing. And we asked whether or not that was something that the county could work with. They said yes, they'd try and get out and get something checked for us. Here we are, it's December 16th, 2019. We've had a lot of conversations. Please understand that this is in no way a criticism of Mr. Forrester and his people. We understand how busy they are, how many projects that they have. What we're trying to do is raise the issue and make sure that it gets on the schedule so that we can assure our homeowners that we're not going to have flooded properties and that we're not going to have accidents. We had an accident reported from one of our neighbors just this past couple of weeks, and what happened was that the ground surrounding where these drains are, the grassy area even behind that is collapsing, and it's created a large hole. And one of our homeowners' grandchildren fell in it, caught her ankle, tripped over it. She wasn't hurt badly, we were all so thankful, but this is what part of our concern is, that and the fact that if you look at these, there's supposed to be a clearance of, maybe this much or a little bit more between the top and the bottom of the grate that would sit street level. We've got some of them that are within inches or almost completely collapsed on each end, and that means that we've got water that stands in the streets when we get good rains now. So we know that this is just getting worse, and what we're asking is, can we please get it as an approved project rather than we'll get to it when we can. We know that we need a contractor. I tried to help out the best I could. I did find somebody, and I know that Brandon has been in touch with him off and on. It's been real hard to pin him down. I don't know if we need to help more by trying to find alternative contractors. Like Brandon said, a lot of these folks, they come in and do these additions. They do the whole addition all at one time. They're used to doing big jobs, and they're going to be expensive. We found a young man that does this in Allen County, DeKalb. He's been in Whitley a little bit. He's been in some of the other ones. And I don't know what his pricing is. I don't have any idea because I don't think we've gotten an estimate yet. That's the last I heard. And if anybody heard anything since then, please let me know.
Now, is this Brandon came to your group and said, do you have someone in mind you want to do it?
He asked if we knew of anybody. We were
Right.
getting some sidewalks repaired. We're responsible in the association for repairing sidewalks. And he said, any of these guys that are coming in to give you bids on sidewalks, do they do this type of work? And I said, I don't know, but we'll sure ask them while we have them out here. So we had 4 different contractors that came out and gave us bids. And Jonas Eicher, I believe that it is, he was the one that had said, yes, I do this work.
Okay.
So that's how we even got one name. And I kept asking other contractors, and they said, no, that's specialty work, we don't do that type of thing. And it's because you're dealing with rolled curb concrete,
Yep.
which is specialized equipment, and then on top of that, knowing what you're doing with those storm drains is also specialized.
Okay, so we have tried to make contact with him.
Yes.
You're aware of that, right?
Oh, absolutely, and I've been trying
Okay.
to help. Every time that
Okay.
Brandon let me know
Okay.
that, golly, we tried to get a hold of him, I would also follow up.
Sure. Now we're at
So-
the point where nothing can happen till spring.
Yes, we know
So-
this.
So if you could just ask him again, do this, just ask him if he's interested. If he's not interested, we'll move on. But we'd like to pick the person you you folks
Well,
wanted, so.
we didn't really pick him so much as found him.
Yep,
It was
that's
one of
good.
those, and
Well, that's
if, you know,
good.
and that's fine. If there's additional ones that we need to try to find, I did do some calling around. I can try and do some more calling. Our big question for you all is there money in the budget in 2020? Can we get this on a schedule instead of a hope and a promise on a, hey, maybe we get a day we can work on this? So we're just looking for something a little more concrete that we can take back to our homeowners.
Oh, was that a pun?
It was.
That was a good one.
I know, I snuck it in.
That was a good one.
I did, I snuck it in. But that's really what we're trying to do.
Sure.
We're trying to work with you as much as we know that you're trying to work with us, but if we could please just get a commitment to this, that yes, we're going to do this in 2020. We know that we've got at least one contractor that might be interested,
Okay.
but seems to be a little too busy. If there needs to be more work finding more contractors, if anybody else knows of how we can get that accomplished, other than just me being kind of new to the area and starting to call around and asking people questions, you know, I don't have other contacts either, so.
Mr. Chairman, I'd like to make a motion that we do assure them that it'll be fixed in 2020, hopefully in the first quarter, early in the second quarter. I mean, weather, that's all I'm,
We know, yeah,
that's all I'm
we're
saying,
dealing with
weather.
that.
So,
Yeah.
first chance we
Absolutely.
get.
Okay, we've got a motion to make a commitment to the Donatello's Village Association that we will work with the issues with the drains that we've got right now in 2020, as early as possible.
I'm not sure it's necessary we have a motion to do this, but since we got one on the floor, I'll second it.
Okay, we got a second. Further discussions? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, the same.
Okay.
Thank you.
Super. One
Thanks for
other
coming.
quick question, if I may, and that is ADA requirements got brought up.
Yep.
As to whether or not we have to be ADA compliant and so forth. I don't know anything about that process. I don't know if you know, you might be able to, Mr. Amber, just get some info to me as to what's the step-by-steps on that? So
Yeah.
that we know, if we have to raise our fees at all, our dues?
Oh, no.
To come up with any monies
No.
for that?
No.
Okay.
That's a county, it's a county issue.
Okay.
You live in an unincorporated area, okay?
Yes.
So if this problem existed in Cherubusco, Columbia City, South Whitley, then they would have to, they're incorporated, they'd have to take care of ADA. But in this case, Whitley County has Donatello Village, what's
Vilsonio?
yeah, thank you. And Lincoln Point. We have 3 subdivisions, and we have a company, an engineering company, working on the ADA of those 3 areas. So you won't see much of them now, but you'll see them in the summertime when, well, actually, we hope to be done by middle of summer, so.
We would like heads up, just from the standpoint, like I said, we're doing some sidewalk repairs, and some of those sidewalk repairs include those corners.
Truncated domes.
And I'm
Okay.
a little worried about us, I don't want us spending good money for something that they're gonna turn around and tear back out within, you know, some time period.
Can you leave me a contact information? Because I'll have the engineer directly contact you, so,
He's got me, I bet I'm on his list. We've talked a lot.
of the ADA contractor?
No, the ADA, not
No.
at all. I would be happy just to
No.
email you with my,
Would you?
my contact info.
That'd be great, and I'll pass it
sure,
on to him.
That would be fine.
Because you're
Yes.
right, you need to know when it's gonna happen.
Yeah, we know that we're responsible for sidewalks, and we're trying to get, you know, trip and fall hazards taken care of, and that's what we started on. Well, one of the ones that happened was on 2 corners. And so we went ahead and invested some money in that, but if we know that those corners are gonna
Yeah.
end up being replaced, and we had some kind of a time frame, you know, if you tell me it's gonna be 10 years, we're gonna go ahead and fix them.
Oh, yeah.
You
No,
know?
no.
But if it's gonna be 10 months, we're
No,
not
I
going
don't,
to.
I don't have it with me, but I believe the project is scheduled to be done in the 3rd quarter of 2020.
Okay,
To be
good-
done.
Good to know, because then we can work on other things other than corners. Because my
yep.
assumption is that ADA is not going to touch any of those other parts of those
No,
sidewalks.
no.
As far as I know, it's just those, the
Right.
parts that
Correct.
touch the street. Am I right?
Yeah,
Okay.
you're absolutely right.
I did some reading
Yeah.
on it. Okay. I thank you so much for
Thank
your
you.
time and.
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas to you as well.
Thank you.
And you're gonna email me, right? So, okay, thank you.
Okay, We have Sheriff Gatton here, and I think we've got Chief Deputy Jason Spencer, and we've got Officer Deputy Gary Archibald here also. I think they'd like to make a presentation.
That's cool.
Afternoon.
Howdy, Sheriff.
Hi. Well, I came here today for two things. Of course, we still have the sad part of it, but we're also moving forward. The first thing here, I'd like to recognize a few people. What I'd like to present to you, the commissioners, for your continued support of the Sheriff's Department, the K-9 program, is a photo of Cass. This photo was done by Johnny Castro, which is a composite sketch artist for Philadelphia. He's also a U.S. war veteran. He tries to do this for every fallen officer in the United States, so I'd like to give him a little kudos.
Wow.
I spoke to him shortly after when he had done one. He sent some and said, please do with these as you wish, so I'd like to present one today to the commissioners for that. Also, after that, I'd like to show you the new K-9 Whitley that Handler Archibald's here with, so thanks to the community, especially the 4-H and all kinds of different people that I could never list all here, for the continued support of our K-9 program. Also for Dr. Frank Stanton, I think I spoke with George about it. I applied for a Lost K-9 grant also. They're going to send money back for the purchase of the dog, so we can continue with the money from 4-H for the upkeep, vet and things, and the big picture for me, what time I have left here, is to hopefully bring another K-9 to Whitley County also with that money. So
Great, that's great.
So on behalf of the Sheriff's
Great.
Department, we would like to present you with a photo of Cass with the end of her watch date on it. So if we could get a photo, gentlemen, up there,
Sure.
that'd be great.
And we're honored to accept this, too.
We'll have it up on the wall up here. So.
Like you said, bittersweet.
Jason and Archie, you want to come up here? So thank you, George.
Thank you.
Thank you, Donna.
Good.
Thank you, Tommy. And here we have Whitley, Deputy Archibald's new handler. They just graduated on December 6th. They're on the street already, but the way the schedules fell, I know it wasn't on the agenda, but it worked out today for him to come in. So if you guys have any questions directed to Archibald, he would answer them better than I would, because I've never been to K-9 school. So
Will she get bigger?
She's just about as big as she's gonna be. She's got probably a couple more months.
She's out of the pup stage now.
She's 18 months
18 months, okay.
now, so about 20 months, then she'll be about done growing. She might fill out just a little bit, but she's actually put 8 pounds on since we got her. So.
Wow. Well, that could be muscles though too, because you work pretty hard. All right.
So that's our new addition to the county, right?
Great.
Well, I'd shake your hand, but I'm not going to reach out to the dog. I really, there you go. Thank you, buddy.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Now, will she have to do recurrent training then?
Yes, so our plan, as long as the schedule allows it, is every third Friday of the month, I go over to Fort Wayne and train with another group of small department individuals. We get together, train there for the day, so we get at least 8 hours of training a month. Plus, usually every day that we work, I do something with her as far as training goes.
We're still in Fort Wayne City.
Okay.
They've always treated us well, and Bob's always accepted for us to go over. In fact, during Bob actually, the academy, or the training she went to, the same as Cass, was up in Michigan, and we actually, Bob wanted to start with her. She actually has about 2.5 week head start on that one, because Bob wanted her to be imprinted. So he actually started with her even before he got to Michigan. We were taking him to Fort Wayne 2 weeks, or 2 days out of the week.
And you had to go with her, right? I mean,
Yes.
It was a dual training.
Yep.
Both of you. It appears you bonded.
Yes.
Did
think you bonded, so. That's cool. Well, we're so proud of you.
Thank you.
So sorry for Cass, but hey,
Everything happens for a reason.
I guess so. I guess so.
We'll see.
Thank you very much.
Thank you, guys.
Merry Christmas to you.
Merry Christmas. Make sure.
Is she a drug sniffing dog?
Yes.
I just saw her jump up here. I didn't know.
She does everything except explosives and cadavers.
Oh, okay. Shall we direct Mark Sturdivant to
Yeah,
hang this?
that would be a
Okay.
great place for it.
Okay.
What a great thing. We do appreciate it. Okay, Nathan Bilger, Planning and Building Department Director. Has a plat to approve.
Thank you. I have the plat for a one-lot subdivision to be called Carmonte Acres. And you guys received an email to review, hopefully. This, again, one-lot plat on State Road 9, just south of 200 South. Nothing particularly unique about it. It's, I guess the most unique thing is that it's being built around, or it's being platted, and the owner plans to build a house behind her son's house, so it's kind of snakes around. That explains the shape of it, so.
So is the driveway on 9 then?
The driveway is actually going to be shared with the existing son's driveway.
Existing driveway.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, the
okay.
frontage that's there
I gotcha.
is per the zoning requirements, but NDOT said that they needed to share the driveway in order to meet NDOT's driveway permitting requirements.
Sure. And this has been through the Plan Commission?
Yes, Plan Commission approved it back in October. Kind of got delayed because she had to close on the land before she could bring the plat to you.
Okay. Mr. Chairman, I make a motion, we approve the plat.
Okay, we've got a motion to approve the Carmonte Acres replatting.
Second.
Got a second? Discussion. All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, the same. Thank you,
Thank you.
Nathan.
Thank you.
Did you have anything else, Nathan?
Not unless you have questions for me.
Anything for Nathan?
Not at this time.
Thank you. Brandon Forrester, Highway Department update. Okay, thank you, Brandon. Not thank you that you don't have anything, but. Okay, claims, Don.
I had a chance last Friday to review the claims, and I found them to be in order. So I would start by making a motion that we approve the payroll claims.
I second.
Got a motion and a second to approve payroll claims. Discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, the same.
And then I would continue by making a motion that we approve the accounts payable claims as presented.
Got a motion to approve accounts payable claims as presented.
Second.
Got a second? Discussion? All those in favor, raise your right hand. Opposed, the same. Thank you. Okay, minutes. I think we've all had a chance to take a look at the minutes. Any additions, corrections?
I move we approved them as presented.
I'll second.
Got a motion to approve as presented. We've got a second. Discussion. All those in favor, raise your right hand. I'll abstain. I was absent at the meeting. Thank you.
Put your microphone back together. Is it two of them or just?
Jen? Matt, anything else?
I did find the ordinance for River Road, but it does have some typos and stuff in it, so Jan is going to put it on the agenda for the first meeting in January. I'll get it all to you in the next week or so you can see it ahead of time.
It's almost hard to believe this is a last meeting of the year.
Wow.
For sure.
Dana?
Two exciting things. I received the county's budget order today, so we're good to go on that from the state. And Tiffany and I also received pre-approval for settlement, so we can go ahead and distribute taxes. So
Wow,
we're
that's
good to
great.
go.
Everybody will be happy.
Yes.
Yeah, yeah, and I think everybody knows, I hope everybody from the assessor on knows how much we appreciate this. Getting a 1782 in December is like the most unheard of thing in the entire world, so to do that, that can't be done without every department doing their job and.
Doing it well.
Yeah, doing it well, so thank you very much for that.
We want to thank everyone for that. Commissioner?
Not really, just want to thank everybody for being here today and Merry Christmas. Happy holidays to all of you.
Commissioner?
I guess I don't have anything other than that to add. See y'all next year, huh?
The only thing I have is, I would like to have us work on a policy on background checks. That's something we need to take a look at. I've talked to Ed about that, so keep that in the back of your mind, that we'll come up with something on that.
Pre-employment type of thing?
Pre-employment.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We don't have that right now. I think the sheriff's department, you do, and I think community corrections also does a background check. But I think we need to have some kind of a, times are changing.
Boy.
And that's about all I've got. Public, anyone from the public have anything?
Merry Christmas.
Merry Christmas, everyone.
Thank you.
I think we'll adjourn.
Motion adjourned.